What it do, Blacktalon563. It's my first installment on the Me Versus Me podcast. It's like me getting my feet wet, so to speak. Anyway, the whole mantra is speak your truth, and you find me saying anything bad about anybody that's blasphemous, I give you permission to check on. Check me for that. It's by my knowledge, any bad talk about man or God first, then man is a blasphemy. So, anyway, me speaking my truth, me versus me. A lot of people know what I do, a lot of people don't. Um, First and foremost, this is the way I see this is my stand on me. I have no competition because I don't try to be nobody else. I'm not trying to live my life through nobody else. I'm not wearing myself on nobody else's scale. And the three most active individuals in my life concerning my not just my growth but my maturity. I know a lot of grown people, but I know very few mature ones, and I want to be in that category. Me, myself, and I. Me, he's self-absorbed. You know what I'm saying? Myself is an approval junkie, and I'll expound on that a little bit, you know, throughout the series. And I am a narcissist. Like, I do just crazy shit to get attention. You know what I'm saying? I mean, even as a kid, um, I would do bad shit because my mother was getting so much money. It just like the all the hugs and kisses was on the shelf. So she got me stuff, and I was like, damn, I got this innate urge to be hugged and kissed and said I love you, and I don't recall ever doing it, and I love her to death. So I was weirded out by it, but I started just doing bad stuff because she would show me what I thought was love and affection. You know what I'm saying? Later in life, I learned that was a total misconception on my smart ass part. Mr. Know It All, as they used to call me. Ask Black, just 'cause I like to read and I like researching and doing things. I like learning. I'm a lifelong learner, and I hope you guys are. Um, but let me expound on that approval junkie. I believe everybody has an addiction. Something you do on a regular basis, you might get off on it. You know what I'm saying? My thing before the alcohol was reading, writing. You know what I'm saying? And being an approval junkie, I would do stuff, to gain people approval. Somebody I looked up to, whether it be an uncle, my aunts knew how to cook. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to cook something that they liked, that they approved of. My mom, she wanted me to bring home phenomenal grades and be a good guy, but she said, defend yourself at all costs. Don't let nobody put their hands on you, but don't be a woman beater. And I was like, hold on, you just told me don't let nobody put their hands on me, but don't hit women. And what's crazy is, in most of my relationships coming up, I had women that were always like hands on. They didn't get their way, they would wail on me. And I'm like, yo, I'm going to like put the hammer on you. Like, really. But anyway, yeah, about the approval junkie. Now, 95% of the people live their life like that, you know, under the scrutiny of others. Like every move they make in their circumstances are to gain the approval of somebody else's agenda. And I found myself doing that. You know what I'm saying? A lot. And it was like it's called back peeling back the onion. And there's a lot of times when I went into self that I was like, hold on, what am I doing? Why is this not happening like that? And, it was the ego. I was easing God out and I could handle it myself. You know what I'm saying? Because the way I came up, it was like a lot of stuff that people go through. I was taught how to just, that's light, suck it up. You know what I'm saying? The misconceptions of being a man, and then you got to watch your emotions. Don't be vulnerable and blah, blah, blah. And I took a lot of that and ran with it. You know what I'm saying? But grace of God, my uncles them taught me how to fight. So I'm a fan of using my hands. I don't promote violence, but I will defend myself. And I hate guns, but it seemed like that's just what it tends to lead to. You know what I'm saying? So you can't even really like punch nobody in the face no more, you know, because he gonna get around his little crew, his homegirls, homeboys, whatever, and they gonna do what they do for fun, and then they're gonna start joking them. And the dude or the female's self-esteem probably so low he can't even take the jokes. Oh, yo did this to you, or she did that to you, and it's like you need to get some get back. Like get back, you gonna kill him? Like Jesus, wow. A busted nose, a black eye, somebody step on your Yeezys or your J's or whatever. Because I don't see a lot of you young hustlers like really um sporting like Belvedere's or Maury Crocs or things like I'm from the old guard. You know what I'm saying? And what gets me is a lot of this new money, new age, new this, new that. There's nothing new under the sun, bro. It's only improvements on old ideas. Where do you think they came from? The old guard. Um, I just like the self-awareness, being aware of what you are doing at every moment and blaming the system, the privilege. Are you kidding me when you think that a person's wealth dictates their virtue and they do the same weird shit that a poor person does? You could watch what's big now? The Epstein files. But then I go on Murder Inc. and I see like poor people doing some odd shit. So I was like, okay, I was taught early on to maximize the resources that you have at your disposal at that moment. You spending too much time and energy uh focused on what somebody else had when you don't like you ain't got none. You don't? Well, the two breaths you took in, that's something. On a base level. A lot of people just they they forget the base level. You know what I'm saying? And I find it odd that you have people that they find out what they think is a little bit of the secrets to wealth. To me, success is not a secret. It's a strategy. It has rules, parameters, protocols, and procedures. And a lot of people just skip steps. And then when somebody on the internet finds out one of the wealthy secrets, I'm like, yo, really, are you watching what's going on? Like, do you think they really giving you fresh ideas about how they getting it and maintaining this new thing? And it's like we just going off of the scraps that they throwing. It's like, you know what? People are cool with scraps as long as they eat. So let me see about my little time on my videos going on almost 10 minutes. It's like 8 minutes and 30 seconds at this moment, at this juncture. But yeah, again, this is the first installment. The next couple ones I'm gonna start adding music. Hopefully, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna expand and go through other platforms where I can go live, and then y'all can chime in and let me know. But this is just something to put out there. It's me versus me. Speak your truth. You understand? Blacktalon563 17. Code 17. I don't do that Z. Code 17. Bro code. Uh Code of the street. Honor code. I don't do the Z. That's theirs. So until next time, me versus me.